Okay, James, do you want to get us going?
Hi, Eric. Out of the Champions League, out of the League Cup, is there little room for error for you and United now this season on the back of that?
Oh, there's still many things to play for. And now we can focus, of course, on the Premier League. And yeah, this is, I think, say the level we want to play, Champions League. So yeah, we have to give every effort in and to be in the top 4. So we next year we are back in the Champions League, and then of course we have the FA Cup. So there's still many things to play for.
Sorry.
There was only one attempt on target tonight in the must-win game. I know you said that the team played quite well, but is that a disappointment? Lack of chances?
Yeah, I think the game was like this. I think both sides less chances, but I think there was a good intensity in the game, and I think from our sides we brought Bayern out of their rhythm of the game. I think we defending organisation, pressing organisation, we did quite well, if not to say I think very well. I think especially first part after the first half or second half, where we had also I think very good ball regains high on the pitch, but then it's right, we didn't take the benefit from it. And also in that spell of the game we had a very good chance from build up with Bruno Fernandes with a shot just over the goal. So yeah, we had our moments, but we didn't take them.
Eric, you finished bottom of the group with the lowest amount of points that Manchester United have got in the group phase. Bayern Munich obviously a very good side, and tonight was a tough game. But Copenhagen have qualified and their budget is like 20th of Manchester United's. How do you explain that?
So I look to my team, and yeah, we had I think the opportunities in games. We were in the winning positions. I think we scored many goals, but then also we have to see that we gave it away sometimes by individual errors, but by not one player but by more players, and not every time the same. And so yeah, we give the opponent the opportunities to return. But if you assess that, yeah, we had very good spells in such game, but we have to do better. And the fact are we have not enough points. So that is of course disappointed. That is where yeah, we are disappointed as a group, and as a manager I'm disappointed. We should have done better.
What have you learned about your players from this campaign, and if you were to start again tomorrow, what would you do differently, or would you do things differently?
But I think it's not only about talking about that campaign, but then you come to the same things. Yeah. So why did this happen? And this is, I would say, it's a symbol today, and we have to make subs, and we're losing players, and we're losing also players who are very decisive for our game, who can make the difference. And I think that was in many games also the case in this campaign, that we not always had the players available who wanted to play, and that's definitely a part. But now I give you a reason, but don't see it as an excuse, because even when we are not all on board, then we still have to win, because that is the targets who belong to Manchester United.
Last question, Laura.
Eric, it was just 18 touches for Rasmus Hojlund tonight. It's not all about him, I know it's about the team, but how concerning is that? And also in terms of being able to change it from the bench, there didn't really seem to be much in terms of improvement ability to score goals.
He scored 5 goals in the Champions League, and he has to take this, because I think that's a huge performance from him. And of course, and that's also to do with our attacking game in those games. So yeah, he has to build on this into the Premier League, and so that is very good. But yeah, today we didn't create so many chances, but also has to do with very good opponent where you have to face.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just one would like to go in clear. Just like that sounds. Yeah, exactly.
They take microphone. Is it working now? Can we check? Yeah? Is it working? Check. Okay. Okay. I will stay with the microphone. Yeah, fine. Just to inform you, if anyone wants to ask questions, please take microphone, okay?
Hallo zusammen, herzlich willkommen zur Pressekonferenz nach dem Spiel.
Well, welcome to this press conference.
Thomas Tuchel.
Manchester United against Bayern Munich. We've got Thomas Tuchel here. Let's start with the questions. Please raise your hands.
That seemed very comfortable. Is that a fair description of it?
It's never comfortable in Old Trafford, but we did good. We found straight into the game. We defended very well as a team, very aggressively. We did not allow any chances or half chances, so we also needed to defend dangerous set pieces. And yeah, if you have the impression it was comfortable, it's never comfortable. We're never fully comfortable, but I think we deserved the win. We needed a reaction. We got a reaction. We played with personality and good energy and much more aggressive and a very higher level than in the last match. It was one of our best performances in the group stage, over 90 minutes, and we deserved to win.
And you were very close last season, going out to Manchester City. Well, is Harry Kane the difference maker, do you think? Is he the sort of person who can turn the team as close into the
Well, Harry is always a difference maker, 100%, with his personality, with his calmness and his quality. And of course the team knows that anything can happen in any minute with Harry up front. He can always assist, he can always score. He's calm and he's one of our top leaders in the group. I think you could see that Man United suffers from the injuries they have. They have big players injured, big personalities injured. I think I think you can see that, and of course we made it now as head of the group into the round of 16, and the full focus will be to go now step by step. There's no other way. Weitere Fragen?
You know what it's like to manage in this country. You obviously have got a team that is going to be one of the favourites for the Champions League. You also know what will come on Erik Ten Hag now. Do you ever feel a sympathy for an opposition coach, or is it too intense, the competition?
Almost always I feel sympathy for the other coach, but of course within the competition we try everything to win our matches. This is why we are, and this is what it is. These are the rules of high-level sports and of sports in general, that we play in the highest level to win our matches. But of course I have sympathy. I just told you, I think that he has a lot of key players injured for a decisive match now, that you can see, and that they lack this kind of personality and also the quality and maybe the wit to change games from the bench. So I think you could see that, and yeah, it's not an easy time, but I'm pretty sure that he knows what to do next. He knows how to influence his team, and yeah, he does not need my advice. He does not need my my clapping on the shoulders. He's experienced enough to go through it. This is. I had not such a nice moment last Saturday. Sometimes you feel very lonely as a coach, I can tell you. But in general, I have sympathy for all of my colleagues because I know what it takes to keep a thing going.
Yeah. Are you surprised? Miguel,
Sorry.
the microphone closer to you. Are you surprised that clubs like Manchester United are out from the bottom of the group, given the similar size to Bayern?
Yeah, it is a huge club, and it is of course not what you expect when you see the group. You immediately think that also Manchester United is challenging for the win of the group and for a place in the round of 16. But in my experience, I can just tell you, we had a difficult group. It looks now very clear for us in terms of points and in terms of the distance that we earned for us in the points between us and the rest. But the matches were all very, very tight. And the results were very narrow. The opponents were very difficult and very different styles of play to play against. So you could see it in the results. Everything was possible until today for Man United, and you can see. And I think, like in some of the matches, it was games changed in a blink of an eye for them. So they were pretty comfortable in Istanbul in the lead, and they gave it away. They were like comfortable in the lead, I think, in Copenhagen, which could have been decisive matches. They scored a lot of points, and yeah. So, like I say, it's a big club. It's also a big team. It's a dangerous team. They can hurt you in any minute. That's why we are very happy that we could prove a point, we could show a reaction, and we can prove our reaction with a result that is amazing, and we are happy for that.
Don't see any more signs. Thank you very much. Nice evening.
Nice. See you. All the best.